I swear to God, someone's left the oven on. They've placed me inside it and they've cranked it up to like 200 degrees Celsius. Hello. Welcome to the rather warm United Kingdom. We don't do warm well. We complain when it's cold for an extended period of time, and we complain when it goes above 25 degrees Celsius for an extended period of time. And we're looking at possibly 35 to maybe even topping out of 40 degrees Celsius today or tomorrow. I'm currently sat here with a fan blowing at me, so I'm not sure if you can hear me properly. And overall, I'm doing okay. Like I've got the blinds down. It's just me and the cat in the house. I've got the fan. I'm controlling the environment. It's the first hot summer on Mounjaro, and although I've had a few falling off moments in the last couple of weeks, I seem to have returned back to a okay-ish eating habit level. I've just had some pork and beef burgers on lettuce because bread just fills me up too much. I've switched over to a new Mounjaro supplier, and I don't know if it's psychosomatic or whether it's just stronger, or I don't know. But the suppression seems to be slightly more on key. The problem is at the moment I've fallen off and I've been naughty to the point where I've got a sweet tooth back again. And I never really had a sweet tooth to start with. But now I'm kind of like, oh, I can have a bit of chocolate. Oh, I can have a bit of chocolate. The problem with a little bit of chocolate is that there's a lot of calories in chocolate. Whilst if you was to eat a little bit of burger, there's more protein and a hell of a lot less calories compared to a little bit of chocolate. But today I've had tomato soup with cheese on toast at around about 11, 12-ish. I've just had the burgers with lettuce and I'm rammed. I'm trying to remember to stay hydrated. I think I've just slipped a bit. I've been naughty enough that some of my good habits have kind of reverted themselves to the slightly badder ones. And in return, I've also started getting some real nasty comments on some of my videos. It's like, well, you know, you're taking it for granted. You're being lazy. It's all your fault. How dare you show this to the other people that's on this channel? And I've been watching you for 12 months and now you're just taking it in your stride and shrugging it off. Fuck you, right? I promised that I would be honest with my video diaries. I promised that what I would do is show everything, the good, the bad, me cheating, me not. People saying, oh, it's okay for you with all your money. I don't have fucking money. I'm lucky enough that the first year of being on Mounjaro was paid through you guys and girls. Anytime you use the link down below to sign up using MedExpress, I would get a £50 addition to my account. You'd get a £50 discount, and I was able to, for the first few months, basically pay for it through that. I'm not currently using MedExpress because they will not prescribe me because of my gallbladder surgery. It's their policy. It's not a medical policy. My GP's been fine with me being on Mounjaro. I just needed to find a supply. So yeah, I think people have started getting used to weight loss jabs. People kind of shrug it off. The whole, we found the solution now. So why are you still fat? those kind of comments are starting to show up in the chat. So people are getting nasty. I would like to thank everybody that's in my weight loss community, which you could join by the WhatsApp link down below. I'd like to thank everybody in that community for being so friendly, for being so supportive. Don't get me wrong, I understand tough love and supportive criticism, but yeah, I don't know. Those comments last week just upset me a little bit. I wasn't used to that from my commenters. Some people are just leaving comments like, well, you're still fat. You lost 7 stone, but you're still fat. How about you go fuck yourself too? So yeah, I just wanted to say, although the heat is up, today I've been a good boy. And all you could do is, no matter how many bad days you've had, all you can do is try and be good the next day. I'm going to start re-implementing my old rule, which is to not eat past 8 o'clock. And I seem to have, with my ADHD, started coming out the other end where sweet things aren't necessarily in my head as much. The problem with ADHD, and yeah, people are going to say, oh, here comes another excuse. The problem with ADHD is it's a repetitive trigger within your head where you'll eat one thing and you'll eat one thing over and 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 over again until you get completely sick of it, and then you'll never eat it again for 3 to 6 months. And for whatever reason, I got a sweet tooth for the first time in 2 years. Before that, I wasn't really much of a chocolate fan. So I don't know. So what I need to do is, they say the first 3 days of quitting smoking is the hardest, and after that you break the habit. So I just need to be a good boy, and I need to return to not snacking in the evening, because I know that's okay. Some people have been complaining that I've been having takeaways. I've had 1 or 2 takeaways a month, 2 or 3 takeaways a month at tops. I used to have 4 or 5 takeaways a week before I was on the jabs, and that was on a good week. Whereas in my previous relationship, even though I couldn't afford it really, we'd have multiple sometimes in a day because a certain person refused to cook, and there's only so much one man can do around the house all by themselves. So I know this video is a little bit more negative than normal. I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I'm hovering around about 21.2. And that's even with the naughty eating. I need to dial in my head a little bit more. I also would like to point out that the camera angle is slightly different. There you go. Is that better? I'm feeling okay with the way I look at the moment, but I would still like to lose another 2-3 stone by the end of the year. And for me to do that, I can't be complacent. I need to be more active. I need to be more proactive with my eating habits, and I need to train my willpower rather than just leaning on the Mounjaro. Please tell me how you're feeling. I'm sorry if the audio in this video is crap, because I'm aware that there's a weird whining, which must be the fridge. There's the fan behind, and there's the air extractor. It's all because it's too hot. We don't do it well in the UK. How are you feeling about the heat? Here we go. Why don't you tell me where you're watching from? Just tell me your town in the comment section below, because I'm really curious to see how wide these videos go to. I'm Alan. I'm losing it, eating lettuce leaves and porky beef burgers. Are you?